Hello and welcome to this week's CLNS Media Patriots Roundtable. I'm your host tonight, Nick Quaglia, with Mike Molyneaux and Marv, Ezhan, per usual. All right, guys, so the stage is set for the divisional round, Patriots and the Chargers. So let's hop into that real quick. Chargers beat the Baltimore Ravens this past weekend. How do we feel that the Patriots now have the Chargers coming into Gillette Stadium this week? Do we feel good about the game? Just give me your general overview of how you feel about the Chargers coming into Gillette Stadium this week. Mike, we'll start with you.
This is the team that I said, if you go back to previous shows leading up to the postseason, this is the team that I said I did not want the Patriots to see in the divisional round. I understand, the Patriots do have the game on their home field, but I always have felt that I think this is a word that Marv used to describe the Chargers before. They're just a complete football team. They have it defensively. They have it offensively. The special teams are solid. I feel like Phillip Rivers is playing some of his best football at what I believe. I think he's 37 years old. This team has a lot of confidence.
How is that guy's arm intact? I'm sorry. He doesn't extend it at all.
That's the weirdest throwing motion.
Yeah, it's very weird to watch him throw the football. But with that being said, he's had probably one of his best seasons so far in his career, and he's led the Chargers to this point. And because the fact that the Patriots are not seen as high-powered as they have been in years before, and because, people are still iffy on the Chiefs, this is a team that many people believe they could possibly show up and make it all the way to the Super Bowl. But in terms of coming to Gillette this weekend, it scares me with what Phillip Rivers and that offense are able to do and can possibly do against the Patriots.
Marv, give me your thoughts on this game. Chargers-Patriots, Sunday, a little after 1 o'clock.
I mean, Mike described it very well. Chargers are the most complete team in the AFC, in my opinion. But watching the Ravens and Chargers game, as a New England Patriots fan, you had to feel kind of good seeing how that game played out, whether you were going to draw the Ravens or the Chargers. It was a very sloppy game on both sides of both sides offensively, whether it was the Ravens or Chargers. Chargers showed that they were struggling scoring through some of the defensive sets that Baltimore was showing them. Obviously, Ravens are more superior defensively than the New England Patriots. We all know that. But they showed some things there where it's like, okay, Chargers are not unstoppable. There are players that you can defend against them. So watching the Ravens-Chargers game, it made me feel a lot better drawing the Chargers. Patriots at home, undefeated. You have to like your chances. Phillip Rivers, yes, he, like you guys said, you can put him up there as an MVP candidate. Having a great year. He has all his weapons. Melvin Gordon seems like he's going to be healthy going into this Patriots game. And it's going to be a tough one, but I think you can slow this team down offensively.
Yeah, and you never know with Melvin Gordon either, because that knee has really been bothering him all year. Guys, before I go on, let me tell you, today's Patriots Roundtable is powered by our friends at 1in100. Go to 1in100.co, not .com. Do not go to .com, not the same place. For your chance to win killer Pats, Celtics, Bruins, and concert tickets in New England for the price of a beer or a large pizza. Go to 1in100.co right when you're done watching these Patriots Roundtables. All right, so I think, Marv, you talked a lot about watching this the Ravens-Chargers game, and I think it kind of did both. It had the effect where it made Patriots fans excited to play because the beginning of that game was so sloppy. It was so hard to watch. But then as the game went on, the Chargers offense started to wake up a little bit. And I think the Chargers defense, I'm going to talk about the people who are worried about this Chargers team now, especially defensively. They're a very good defensive team, but like you said, they're not invincible. I think a big part of that game against the Ravens was that the Chargers looked better than I think they are, because the Ravens are so one-dimensional. You make Lamar Jackson throw the ball, it's not going to go well for him. We figured that out this week. And speaking of which, I am sorry for saying that I was worried about the Baltimore Ravens. I am sorry. That was bad. That was an atrocious game by the Ravens. And Lamar Jackson, God, that guy can't throw the football.
It was a bad display from Lamar Jackson.
And imagine if they somehow got past the Chargers what the Patriots would have did to Lamar Jackson in that offense.
Exactly. And when the Ravens were mounting that comeback, I was kind of like, let's go, guys. Come here. I want to come to New England. It would be awesome. But the pass rush for the Chargers was huge. Joey Bosa, Melvin Ingram, they're an absolute force. But if you can take those guys away, the Patriots have a very legit chance to beat these guys. A very legit chance. Something that's been going on with Tom Brady all year is he hasn't felt comfortable in the pocket for whatever reason, whether it is that knee injury that people have speculated that he has, or whether it's because he just doesn't trust his offensive line, or he's afraid to get hit because he knows one serious injury is going to end his career. Whatever it is, if you make Tom Brady feel comfortable and you take away Melvin Ingram on the pass rush and Joey Bosa, then you're in pretty good hands for the rest of that game. And on top of that, the Patriots and the Chargers game is going to come down to something I think is going to fly under the radar up until the game. I heard and I read that the Chargers are not very good against pass-catching running backs. The Patriots have one of the best pass-catching running backs in the NFL. His name is James White. I think that's going to be a huge key to this game.
Definitely James White. He's a guy that I'm definitely going to bring up later on.
Absolutely. All right, so let's do this. Let's talk about a key to the game that you think the Patriots are going to have if they want to win this game against the Chargers. 105 Sunday. And guys, don't get this twisted. This is going to be a very good game on Sunday. I don't think the Chargers are going to be a walkover in Gillette Stadium at all, and vice versa. I don't think the Chargers are going to walk over the Patriots at all. Marv, what's your one key that the Patriots need if they're going to win this game on Sunday?
They are going to need to watch Austin Ekeler. Not Melvin Gordon, but Ekeler. It seems like, especially in big games, it's always the second running back, those pass-catching, speedy running backs that be killing the New England Patriots. So I believe Austin Ekeler will be someone that, either you have a spy in Calvin Noy maybe, or you get Hightower. Those linebackers are not quick enough, but you're going to need to get all your defensive sets onto Austin Ekeler because I think he can have a big game, especially with Melvin Gordon, seems to be hobbled out there.
Mike, what do you think? What's the key to the game if the Patriots want to beat the Chargers this Sunday?
Solid play from their secondary. Phillip Rivers has options. If Melvin Gordon's out there and Eckler's out there, they go along very well right next to Keenan Allen and Tyrell Williams, Mike Williams, those guys that they have in the secondary. On the offense for Phillip Rivers, they need to make sure that those guys aren't contained because we've seen, I think, one of the games leading up to the end of the regular season, Keenan Allen went down with the injury, and I think it was Mike Williams who went off in place of
against Kansas City.
Yep, he went off, and this is a guy who he's the second option over there. But the fact that he stepped up in the absence of Keenan Allen to play the way he did, that shows that it's not all Keenan Allen. Yes, he's the number one option over there, but there are other guys on the football field on offense for the Chargers that can make big plays happen. So the secondary, I have full faith in Stephon Gilmore and what he'll be able to bring to the table. But, guys like McCourty, both McCourtys, they're going to have to play well. Rowe, these guys, J.C. Jackson, guys are going to have to step up and play well in the secondary because Phillip Rivers will have no hesitation to launch the ball down to the field to his options.
I already gave my answer kind of on this one. I think a big key to this game is keeping Tom Brady comfortable because I think that was the biggest problem that the Patriots had this year offensively. For whatever the reason was, like I just said earlier, he didn't feel comfortable protecting that knee, going down early, seeing ghosts of throwing off balance when he didn't have to. I think if you can keep Tom Brady comfortable and the offensive line can give him that sense of I'm safe, I give him a clean pocket, then I think that's going to be a total game changer for the Patriots because we know a clean pocket for Tom Brady is a good pocket for Tom Brady. And we know when Tom Brady feels good, Tom Brady is almost unstoppable. And I'm going to say that even at age 41, when he feels good, when he feels safe, he is almost unstoppable.